Hello there, Internet! Version 2 here with Let's Play the wonderful 101. I'm still excited. I'm still giddy as hell and just super excited to be playing this and bringing this to you and just everything. And today is, well, that was Operation 000 for the prologue, so today is Operation 001, Blossom City Outskirts. Well, the first part of Operation 001. Just gonna give you a bit of a heads up on this. This particular episode is probably gonna feel a little bit more like, not necessarily drawn out, but it might be a bit longer, might be a bit slower paced than what the later videos are. This game's mechanics are complicated, especially if you've never played it before or watched it before. I'm going to take time in this episode to explain what the fuck I'm doing and what the fuck is happening for a number of like the key mechanics. There's ones that will be introduced later on and we'll get to those when we get to those. But just in terms of the base controls, there's a bit that I want to explain, because otherwise what you'll watch happening is not going to make any sense. And I do want this series to help people if they want to pick up this game and play this game. There's a couple little tips and tricks of just control stuff and how you can control it to do that. That being said, part of the reason I said in the previous video of if you want to play this game, play it before you watch my stuff is the story and the story beats and the hype of the story moments. You definitely don't want those spoiled, but game mechanics are also going to be spoiled in this, especially for defeating certain enemies, because I'm going to play this game as well as I can. So I'm going to be utilizing tips and tricks and techniques and strategies for fighting enemies that are definitely part of what you'll pick up while playing, but may not necessarily go in knowing immediately, and you might have to play against some enemies a lot to learn some of the tricks that I'm going to be doing. It took me a long time to learn everything that I'm doing in this, and a big part of the enjoyment for this game, if that's what you're looking for in terms of gameplay depth, is learning how to fight the enemies. So I'm going to be going through a lot of that. Obviously there's going to be simpler enemies at the start of the game, and I don't personally have as many tricks that I can do. So in terms of the enemy like detail front, there may not be that much of that spoiled at the beginning of the game, but as we get towards the end of the game, I'm going to have most of the tools that I would generally use, and there are going to be certain enemies where you know these little things and you fucking destroy them, but learning that and learning it on your own can be a big part of the joy of the game. So I just want to give that heads up, that's a thing. Also, the combat I'm probably going to be with Scrub Reaction and Multi-Unite, which is a whole thing I'll get into at some point, and I'll just give a brief explanation of what the fuck I'm missing when I'm doing this. I also just want to, oh, we can't really do it here, because of the way the map is shown. You'll notice on this map, there's certain parts, that are completely gone from the map. Yeah, that we'll get to that, but yes, there are parts of the map where there are giant circles missing. That's intentional, and we'll get to why that is. Oh, also, I've got a guide next to me, so I might be looking off camera to work out what the fuck I'm doing sometimes. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up this cutscene.
Team, after 20 years of silence, Geth Jerk is back,
Bastards.
And now they're hitting us where it hurts, with a preemptive strike on Blossom City. But we can't let them have it. The rise of that city is the rise of our planet following Earth Defense War 2.
That's when a lot
I'll
of
die before I let them lay their paws on it.
Defense War 2. And this is Lawrence Nelson, the Sentinel's commander.
I've been waiting all my life for the chance to make those alien scum feel the sting of my Valiantium blade.
Yes, that is Sonic's.
Of course, they won't feel it for long. They'll be dead from the blade.
Our colleagues at the Gaia Defense Army have already activated the hyperplasma shield that circles the planet, codenamed Margarita.
Fend off all the alien scum that
plasma layer has most of the invading army deadlocked. Unfortunately, none of the GDA tactical simulations accounted for the salty dingoes blitzing our orbital defenses before Margarita could be shaken to life. And now, entire battalions have turned our home into a cocktail of destruction.
As we very much saw in the prologue.
The Sentinels have gathered you all here on the Virgin Victory for one reason and one reason only. An all-out attack on Geth Jerk. We will eliminate the enemy with speed, precision, and extreme prejudice. I hereby initiate Project Stinger.
Why don't you just have me do it? Save everybody the trouble.
Wonderful ones from around the world are being rushed in and will join you as the battle progresses.
That's an important
Wonder
detail.
Red, as a resident of Blossom City, Your knowledge of the battlefield will be a valuable asset to the team. I'm placing you in charge. This is your chance to prove you have what it takes.
Dude, seriously?
Sir, with all due respect, I...
Accept command of the team.
I love that.
Roger.
Nelson, bro, hold up. Captain Noob Cakes?
I
Really?
promise Blue doesn't say the word noob for the
Tachyon
rest of
radar
the
showing
game.
multiple
It's just
hostiles.
these first
I'm
2
reading attack
times.
squadrons
I
and
promise
blocking
he
city
never says it
setups.
again.
Waveform patterns indicate heavy anti-air artillery.
And this is Alice McGregor. Spaceship operator.
Anti-air.
Driver? I don't
They
know.
must be trying to block our approach. Wonderful 100.
Damn it,
Deploy
anti-air!
and eliminate those
The
enemy
ship was
forces
supposed to
on the
help
double.
us. The Virgin Victory was supposed to help us
Roger.
fly right there.
Team, fall in!
Roger! Yeah. And now we're in! And yeah, this loading screen's nowhere near long enough! This loading screen needs to be forever, and it's already at 100. Oh my god. You would normally kill all those and have so much time left around to do that. Oh, look at this. Hero fucking entrance. Team, unite up! Roger. Anyway, here we are, the wonderful 101, our first proper level. That was zooming in and out, that's L and R. You can zoom in real close if you want, so we can get a look at all of our little wonderful ones there, especially Wonder Toilet in the background there. And we can press hold L to zoom way out. This is what you want to do for any general gameplay. So, the first thing I'm going to explain is I'm going to try and get at all the collectibles in this. There's a lot of collectibles. This game's fucking obnoxious when it comes to them. Most of them are fine. There's a lot of them, though, that are so bullshit. In fact, where there is a collectible is on screen right now. I will give you 5 seconds to work out where it is. No, it's not in destroying any of the cherry blossom trees, but you do get money for that. If I destroy those, I do get stuff for that. Can you work it out? Alright, if I go over to the building over here, you see above me how there's one window that doesn't have the bar across it? That's because it's an open window. If you feed your wonderful ones into it, it does all that, you get a wonderful figure. Yeah, this game's fucking obnoxious, and that's on like probably the mid-tier in terms of collectibles in this game. I have my walkthrough, my own personal walkthrough that I have written down for this game. Ignore what the yellow spots on that could possibly mean. There's a number of collectibles you can't get on your first playthrough of this. There'll be an episode, I want to say it's between episodes 15 and 16 if my memory is correct. That will be getting all the previous things that we can't get. But I'm keeping this list next to me. I've spent quite a while getting this guide together for myself that I've pieced together off about 4 different guides online, because there's no singular guide that has everything, because this game wasn't popular enough for anyone to be that dedicated to it. I'm going to try and get all the collectibles in this game. I just want to put a heads up though, I might miss a couple. Depending on how you want to count collectibles in this game, there's anywhere between 400 and 650. How is it such a huge number? Well, there's a lot to collect, but how is the margin so fucking different? Well, it depends on what you want to count. There are some collectibles where getting one gets you one of the others, so it depends on how you want to count it. Anyway, what you see me doing there is the team attack. That was actually mentioned in the previous one. So if I press X, boom, send out all your teammates. The more people you have, the bigger this range is on this attack, but it's a really good way of just destroying all your little things around. Because I could go, like, with my hands and destroy it and attack it, but it's just way faster to just spam this as you're running around. Let you destroy the little things around, get as much money or pots as you can. Helps you get those carrots and vegetables. I'll explain those in a bit. Well, I can just run around, get all of that, we can do all of this. There's some batteries up here that adds to our gauge there. I believe it's when you get 20 batteries, you get a new segment of the gauge. The gauge is used whenever you do, like as you see when I'm drawing my line, it depletes that. So if I made a Unite Morph out of that, it would deplete that much battery. So it's that. So that's what the batteries are. The Wonder Liner. I'll take a second to explain this because this is the big mechanic of this game. So obviously, line is a sword and circle is a fist, as we saw in the last one. So there's all different shapes for all different Unite Morphs as we get them. How big you draw it does determine what size it is. So if I draw a really small circle, I'll get a size 10 Unite Morph. This uses 10 of our people. If I draw a bigger circle, it'll get me a size 20 Unite Morph. And that will use more of our battery power again. You'll also notice I'm on flames here. Whenever you do a Unite Morph that is bigger than a 10, you'll get those flames. When they disappear like that, the Unite Morph disappears. There are Unite Morph sizes in the 10, 20, 50, and 100 size. Each bigger size drains more battery, obviously, because you need a bigger line to get it, and also disappears faster. But your damage increase upon drawing a bigger one is massive. I'm pretty sure a 20 does more than twice as much damage as a 10. But the attack power does, the attack speed does, if I attack this, that's how fast a 10 attacks, but if I draw a big one to a 20, it's slightly slower. You'll notice how much slower it is when you get to 50 and especially 100. Also, there's really not a limit to how fast you can change Unite Morphs or draw your line. Like, if I want to draw this, I can press Y to cancel it, I can do that, press Y to cancel it again. Like, if I draw this, you can change this fast if you've got the people for it. I'm trying to do it in a way that, you can change that fast if you want. There is really no limit to how fast you can operate the Wonderline. There are certain morphs that might take a second to pull out. Like, for example, Guts, you can't do something immediately for, a certain part of it. There is some things, but for the most part, you can quick cancel a shitload of stuff in this game. Especially with the Y button, which is your dash button. But in general, that's what our Unite Morph is. The Rainbow are special utility ones. We're not meant to introduce those yet, so I won't explain those. But, just going to destroy all those. Got to get those peppers, carrots, and eggplants. They're really important, trust me. But again, we'll get to it when we get to it. Because there's so much shit that I've got to get to. Small Wonderful Cake. Just you pick it up, restore some of that. There's also soup that restores your health. Anyway, here's our first proper enemy that isn't the little one. It's a bigger version of the Dogus we saw in the last episode. The Chew Dogus! And now we'll get into a bit more of why the team attack is so important. Team attack does multiple things. First, team attack. I'll put it on to you. That is a lock-on. Boom! When you lock on with a team attack, you do your attack and you zoom right in. Whoop! I'm gonna guts that. Bam! So that's your guts. Stuns enemies, blocks them. I'm gonna draw a sword. I'm gonna try and draw a sword and pull it out. I'm on a side 20 Unite Morph, so there's no one who's available to do that. That would be why. Ow! These little guys can be annoying because you don't even realize they're still alive and they shoot their guns at you. The beginning is going to look overwhelming in terms of how much shit is going on. A lot of that is just because of how many of these Dogus are around. The Dogus are by no means the normal enemy. They are lower than cannon fodder. Also, you attack a stunned enemy, you get 100 points in our combo meter on the left over there. Combo is part of what determines your ranking, so attacking enemies, every attack you do with your stunned enemy will do that. And reflecting an enemy with guts will get you another bonus. So we do this. So if I throw a lot of people, you'll see with the team attack, it makes them latch onto them and start attacking them. That does a lot of helpful stuff. One thing it does do, we're just gonna throw a shitload of people on you. Actually, I think it was already in effect. That's a stun set. When you hear that sound, that is team attack stunning them. Well, I think it plays whenever they stun, but it does stun them with that. Wow, that was still fast enough, and I was explaining a bunch of shit. Didn't even realize I took that damage. So yeah, you throw a bunch of people onto an enemy, it'll stun them, and then you can get a chance to attack. It also just lets you zoom in and attack them. And also, as you attack an enemy, you'll rebuild your Unite gauge. When your buddies team attacked onto someone, they'll start punching them. Every single one of those punches counts as an attack towards rebuilding your energy gauge. So it's a really good way of replenishing your battery too. Again, it's probably overwhelming what I'm explaining, but that's like the beginning stuff that I gotta explain. Anyway, here's running. There's actually two types of running. If you run like this, all your teammates will follow behind you. You don't have to hold the run button to do it. You just tap it and you'll start running. When you let go, you'll start walking out, so just tap it to run. But if you do hold run, all your teammates join you and run directly next to you. That can just be helpful if you want to get them out of the way of an attack and you're not dodging or anything like that. Because again, if your teammates get attacked, they do get knocked out. You have to physically go and pick them up to get them back into the fight, so you can use them for your Unite Morphs and stuff, and also your Wonderliner and everything like that. Here's some citizens, so we're just going to draw a line around them, recruit them, help them with us. You'll notice in the very top left, next to our hands, that shows us what Unite Morph we're using, but also it'll show you how many people you've got. Once you get up to 100, that's the maximum for a level. We'll get into what happens when you do get 100. When we get to that, things here, Wonderliner has multiple magic properties, like being able to restore flower beds. That's a mechanic that's introduced later in this level, but, you know, there's that. Anyway, if you see a cake or a soup to go, that's an item you can use in our start menu to just recover health or battery whenever you want. I'm going to try my best to avoid ever doing that, because character action games is not over here. Collect all of our carrots and peppers. Again, very important. Get as many of those as you can. You'll see why later, but I'm not going to get into it now because, again, Don't want to be too expensive. So yeah, if you want a good strategy, but just take it on like basic enemies like this, do a bunch of damage and like help stun them, just mash the team attack button with your attack button. So you're just constantly fucking going. So you just do this. Obviously, I don't have enough people to really do much of a team attack right now because I've got too big of a unite morph. So I'm gonna get out a little hand and then just, there we go. Because it just helps stun them and it gets that and then just bam. And again, team attack is good because it just locks on to things, so you'll always attack them. Anyway, before I get all the stuff there, we're still in the mission because destroying this helicopter that's about to fall on us is part of the mission. I kind of spawned it, that's fine. Oh, all the people fell out. Try and rescue people before you start blowing stuff up because they can die if you just blow it up. And boom, that is the mission complete. Platinum. Yeah, I'm good at this game. So, well, I'm not fantastic at this game. I'm absolutely good at it. I've played it. I'm gonna fucking hope that I'm good at it. Jesus. So we can go back here. Just go to, destroy as much shit as we can. You'll notice as we destroy stuff, carrots, money come out of it. There's our dodge there. Oh yeah, by the way, that's our dodge. I just realized, yeah, we picked up guts in that in the shop last episode, so that we didn't actually see that. Yeah, so that's your dodge. It's not the greatest dodge out of all like the platinum games. It's effective, it has iframes, and it's good at like, you get an evade bonus if you dodge someone at the last second, you get a little extra point bonus, so it is helpful for that. Fuck that car, just block that car. Who gives a shit about that car? So yeah, iframes, helps you dodge through stuff. Not a massive amount of distance, is a little bit slow for a dodge, but it's fine. That's our guts. You turn into a giant pudding. Good at reflecting attacks. It has conditions on what attacks it can and can't reflect. Again, we'll get into it later on. There's so much for me to explain. I'm just worried that I'm not going to sound as hyped as I am because I'm just going to be explaining so much shit because there's so much fucking shit in this game to explain. And just, if at any point I forget my train of thought about what I'm meant to be explaining in any video, or something happens that I forgot to explain because there's just so much to explain, feel free to ask in the comments what the fuck I'm on about and we'll get to it. Anyway, this is a wonder toilet. I'll let P-Star take this one, even though his voice acting is just ridiculous. My voice is really loud today. So this actually uses a similar mechanics to what we saw before. Feed the Wonderliner into stuff, and you'll get secrets out of it. This one's very, very obvious, that secret. Okay, that money, I guess, isn't real. We'll get that in a second. I just don't want to forget these people. Boom, there we go. 100 Eyes Seal. Bottle cap, you're getting 50 people on your team. You also, anyone in your Wonderliner can pick up stuff. Any of your wonderful ones, in fact, in any capacity, can pick up stuff. So if there's stuff hiding up walls or just stuck up there, just shove your Wonderliner up there and walk around. The Wonderliner doesn't disappear. I think it's like if you stand still for a long time, it might disappear. If you tap in on the left stick, or if you press Y, it'll cancel it. Also, it'll go blue to let you know you do a sword, but it won't do a sword until I tap the A button. So it lets you know what you're doing before you actually confirm to any of it. Wonderliner is very forgiving in that regard. There's a couple it will do automatically, but they're usually very situational things. Anyway, I can draw a line around this. That one is automatic. It turns into a rainbow. A lot of rainbow ones are automatic. I can pick you up and I can throw you. But there's a reason that I gotta pick you up and throw you, and that is because underneath you, oh, who is that? It's a wonderful one. Ah, here we go. Oh shit, it's actually explaining it with rank. Okay, I'll get into the ranking system soon then. You reached rate 8. You learned a new skill. Wonderful Stinger. So it's Stinger, but only for the sword. You gotta unlock your moves for Stinger and the other ones that you'd expect if you played Devil May Cry for that. But yeah, back forward plus A, it's Stinger, and you do a Stinger. Anyway, that's a wonderful one. Adds to our wonderful 100 with the Wonder Painter, the Eternal Artist, Eugene Morgan from Tahiti. Holy Rainbow Brush. There's probably references there, and again, I'm not gonna know all the references. There are some that I will know, and some that I won't. Okay, I'll get to the toilet in a second. So, let me just show off the Stinger. So yeah, backboard on the stick, bam! And you do a Stinger. So that will get you, like, just a little bit of distance. You also gotta unlock it separately for each weapon. Now, I'm gonna go into the ranking system right now. This shit's weird, especially on this. This shit was on the gamepad before, and it's now not. It's on the sub-screen, so I really worry that people aren't gonna know this. Oh my god, it tells you the rank just by... Oh, it's so much better! Oh my god, the ranking shit's actually being explained now instead of having to work out what the fuck it meant. Okay, so over here, this is all of our wonderful ones. You'll notice all of our citizens are here, and they're just, doing their thing over here. So there's ranks. So if I go to Wonder Red over here, he's rank 1. Each individual wonderful one does have experience that they can gain. As they get experience, they will rank up to a total of rank 4. When you get enough individual points across a single weapon, there's 3 different ranks that will get you your different stuff. So you'll get enough points with Fist, you'll get the Stinger with Fist, you get enough points with Fist, you'll get another one, enough points with it, and you'll get the third one. That applies to every weapon, and there's all different people to rank up. And also, as we saw in this screen, as we rank up, it'll fill out our bar down there, which, as you fill up and get to different parts here, you'll get either health increases or custom block slots. Custom blocks are a whole thing in the shop, but hey, health increases are nice. It doesn't tell you on that screen which ones are which, but I don't think it really matters in that regard. So yeah, we've got all that. This is our radar panel. Oh, holy shit, it actually shows you the ranks down there. Oh my god, it shows you the rank of... Oh shit, wait, I've got to increase the size of that for a second. Go here. Make this bigger for a second. Oh shit, holy crap. It also, okay, so those little bars on the fist and sword there, that must be the different amounts of points you need for the different weapons to get different skills for those weapons too. It didn't tell you that on the previous one. And the total ranking thing didn't tell you health increases. It was just custom block stuff. But, okay. Like, there's tiny little things that are changing in this version of the game that I'm just like, yeah, that's a nice thing to know. Okay, let's get out of that. So, yeah. This shows you where all your wonderful ones are drawing. This was the gamepad screen the whole time in the previous game, so you'd physically draw on that. But hey, that'll do that. It'll also show you where people are, so there might be people hidden around. It's not really useful in this one. This is where our items are, so you'd have to go into the menu if you want to use the quick use items. A lot of stuff is hidden on the sub-screen. But the cool thing, I can also just run around while doing this. The cool thing about this, so your leader gets more experience for fighting, obviously. But over here, I can set. So Wonder Red has a fist, right? But what if Wonder Rex has a fist? And now I'm playing as Wonder Rex. There's a bunch of reused voice clips for different characters for there. So like you'll notice, Wonder Rex has a different sound clip compared to Wonder Red. There's a bunch of voice clips. They're not all unique. There are like shared voice clips between like different body shapes is generally how they define it. Some certain characters do have completely unique voice clips, just certain random wonderful ones have that. But yeah, I can go to Wonder Gamer, who has a Famicom controller on his head. Gonna be funny to see that on a PlayStation. Or I can go to like say Wonder Cell Phone, and now I'm playing as a dude who has a smartphone as a head. But yeah, you can just play as any of the wonderful ones whenever the fuck you want. You don't need to stick as the main two. Honestly, it's better once these guys are up to maximum rank, you probably want to change them to someone else, because as you get more rank, more skills, more health increases, more custom block slots. So you'll get little pop-ups on the side of the screen. It shows, I don't know if it's going to show it the same way in this one, or it's just going to say the rank number. There was like little medals, and when they got up to a certain picture of a medal, that was maximum rank. Change them to a new leader for that weapon, because it's just more experience. So I'm going to keep it as blue and red for the time being, because, well, they've got hardly any experience. But yeah, that's a whole mechanic that's basically hidden on the gamepad in the previous game, and it unlocks new moves and health increases. And it was wild that it's hidden there, so it's even more wild that it's hidden on the fucking sub-screen here. Because what if you just get a pull out the sub-screen in normal combat? You'd never fucking know. Anyway, the thing that the game was talking about millions of years ago, Wonder Toilet. So it's the same thing as the hole in the side of the building there. All the money's gonna play out. I'm gonna throw my wonderful ones everywhere to make sure I pick it all up. Money is super important, especially now that I need to fucking buy it. So yeah, that's kind of your mechanic of throw dudes in there to get stuff to pop out of them when you fit in enough people. Different amounts of toilets require different amounts of people. In general, if you pick up every person as you run across while you're doing it, even if you don't get many wonderful ones, there'll be that. Oh, also, when you get to an end of level, all your temporary members will be removed. All of the wonderful ones, the people who you get the big screen, the unique models popping up for and everything, you keep those. So you are collecting your wonderful ones as you go through the game. You're slowly building up all the team members of the ones who want to below. That's what Nelson was talking about when he said people are being sent in from around the world to help you with that. Wonderful ones are situated in all different stations around the entire world. Anyway, here's our mechanic to do this. You definitely want to lift this one up. If you throw it, if you attack it and blow it up, you don't get to rescue the people underneath. You rescue the people underneath is super important, because there's a wonderful one under here. This is some extra points, and that gets our health increase. So, And there we go, total rank 23, vitality gauge increase. It didn't even tell you before that the vitality gauge increase. That's a unique model. Anyway, it's the Wonder Beer with the Gimme the Usual, and he's got the Cheers Knuckles. Yeah. Yeah. There's all different wonderful ones. It's kind of great. But if you blow that up, they die, and you don't get Wonder Beer. Obviously, if you go back into the level, you can still get it. But anyway, your Unite Morphs don't just are used for attacks. They're used for utilities as you go around. Like, you want to turn a giant handle? Well, better get out a giant fist and turn that handle. There we go. And then a bunch of money spews out, so we're just going to make sure we grab all that, make sure I've got all of my collectibles for this area. I certainly do. I'm pretty sure on this first level I could do it off the top of my head because I've done it so much. Anyway, game is a Wii U game. Has gamepad sequences. What's on the TV right now is actually what was on the gamepad before, but there says 343 on top of the building, and there's 235 here. So we can go into our handles here, and we can turn them. So we're going to turn them so we get 2, then we can get 3, and then we can get 5. That's one of the simple gamepad sequences. There's a bunch of gameplay, mission, things like that, where it specifically uses 2 different screens. It's like, look at one screen, look at another screen, you get different information, different things like that. That's a very simple one. You can, while you're in here, hold the R button so you can look around with the right stick, because obviously right stick is your drawing mechanic. The camera kind of sucks in these sequences. Like, you would just be looking at the... Again, whenever you see this camera angle like this, and it's close to these people for these double screen sequences, that's the gamepad screen. I guess they changed it on this one because, yeah, playing as your character is more important, so they're going to put that onto the big screen. The camera here kind of sucks, but little puzzles like that, they're cute. And that's just an introductory one, and there's better versions of that. I need to move this microphone ever so slightly away from my mouth because I'm hitting it constantly with my wild hand gestures. And also just, I'm probably talking loud, so I should also just move it away from my mouth for that reasoning. I don't need the game subscreen anymore. That can go away now. This is a gacha, because it's like a gacha phone machine. Take a quick drink of Doos. Alright. Best way to take care of Dogus is to just have a sword. Also, this is a 50 sword. Yeah. Giant 50 sword. I thought I saw another one there. I guess not. Anyway, get out our hands. Fuck. That's a mechanic that happens. You can't form Unite Morphs under things where the Unite Morph is too big. And it breaks. Hardly ever comes up, but it does occasionally happen, and you may not understand why. Anyway. Gacha bomb machine. Hey, we're rescuing the people who it's caught. And then it blows up when you rescue everyone in sight. And then we get a bunch more temporary people. So I think team attack all of this. You just pick up everything. This is the easiest way. There we go. Hold the button to make your team automatically less attacks. Let's go zoom in on you. Yeah. Hell yeah. Boom. Blow up. And then I'm going to get a sword out. The sword is easy way to take care of Dogus because the sword has giant reach. Did I get them all? Yeah, I did. Okay. Switch back to you. And just smashing the team attack button with attack is a pretty effective strategy to just, like, lock down enemies and attack them. It also just helps keep your Unite gauge built up because you're just doing constant attacks. Also, oh, okay, that's Guts. Guts probably going to do that. That's a stinger, right? Whenever you do these custom, well, if an enemy's stunned, it doesn't count. If you do one of these unlockable special attacks, like the special command input attacks, boom, like that, you get extra points for it. You get an extra 50 whenever those land, so they're always just nice to do for that. There's stuff there, I'm not going to worry about that for a second though, because we're going to run quickly, because we're still being timed, but I'm going to take the time to rescue these people, because nothing bad is going to happen in any second that would require me rescuing these people now. Oh shit, I lied! It's a cutscene! Oh, giant Corfoon. Lasers. No, the guy defense army! Boom. Third jump! Here we go. Some more QTE action. Just press the jump button and you jump across all the fallen debris. And then we run slightly forward and boom. Yeah, pure platinum again. But what's that? Before we continue, there's secrets in this game still. Oh yeah, fall off the fallen bridge. There we go. So, there's these boxes. It's the Sentinel boxes. They're color-coded. Your wonderful one of that color can pry it right open. Get you some secrets, like a wonderful file. So, that's all stuff we're going to read later. It's just details and files on all different characters, all different information like that. We're going to worry about that shit later. I missed a wonderful file already. No, it should be good. But what's that over here? more holes in the wall that I can feed people into and get some death jerk piles out of it. Again, this game's kind of obnoxious with its secrets. And another one! Hell yeah! We get those ones. And also over here is some little fishies. Curious if this works on this. Okay, so we can get a circle of fishies, yeah. And spews out some money because we caught the fish. There is a bottle cap catching 10 groups of fish. But if this bug still works on this version of the game, which I hope it does, so you circle them while they're flying in the air. Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. You can just catch fish infinitely because while they're in the air, there's still an object that you can draw a circle around and do that. So money just spews out endlessly and you can just permanently catch them. But the idea is that there's plenty of like things of water as you go throughout the game. Yeah, there it is. There's plenty of groups of water throughout the game that you can draw circles around stuff to catch fish. Or you can just do that. Also, yeah, you're a lot slower in water. I mean, not like painfully slow, but yeah. Just do that. Right there. We're just gonna catch these ones just for good measure. I'm not gonna endlessly catch this. But the amount of money you get for it, it's not worth it. But it's worth it to get the ball cap so you just don't have to worry about fish later on. Again, I've played this game way too much to know tiny little details like that. Just gonna rescue little people here. There we go. And then we go back into our pipe, because it's like a Mario pipe, because it's a green pipe, and we come out here, and what's that, a secret mission for backtracking? Yeah, that shit's in this game. Hell yeah, it's in this game. So I'm just gonna team attack, just spam my team attack stuff, stun the shit out of people. Oh, that's a prompt for guts block, there it is. Just gonna beat the shit out of you, there we go. Gonna beat the crap out of all of that. Actually, you know what? Good time for some sword action. There we go. These Sudokus are really good at just backflipping and doing dodges through your attacks. So team attack stunning them is good to get just like pin them down. Yeah, I didn't attack enough. Well, because the fist does so much more damage than the sword, it can be not good for points to attack with the fist on a stunned enemy, because if you attack them with the sword, you're just going to get so many more attacks in, and every attack gives you 100 points, not necessarily how much damage you do for it, because your individual attacks aren't worth much for points at all. But depending on the size of your Nightmorph, you're only getting 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 points for it as you do that. Is this one? I don't think it's this one. No, it is this one! Yeah, this game has obnoxious secrets. I love it. Thunder Victory Torpedo. I've never used one of these. Because using this item will lower your results score, and it provides fire support from the Virgin Victory. I've never used one. There's a bunch of items like that that when you use them, it lowers your result score, or just big extra damaging things like that. I've never used a single one of them. I don't know what the animation for it is like, but at one point we will use them, like when we backtrack to a level or something. Anyway, speaking of backtrack, I'll just make sure I get all the things that I got. Yeah, okay. Speaking of backtracking, what if we go back in here? Oh, fucking move the camera. There we go. It's a bunch of people in here. But what's that? It's also another wonderful one in there. And doing this, reach rank 16 for the fist. So we've got to sing up of the hand. Hell yeah. Mark that one off there. Wonder Diva, the Golden Throw. Beatrice Bloomfield with the Beauty Knuckles. I don't know enough about theater to know if Beatrice or Bloomfield is a reference to anything, but hey, she's got the mask. Not the only Phantom of the Opera reference in this game, and I'm not even fucking joking. In fact, the next one is in the next video. Can I throw this? I've never tested that. Oh, there was a dude there I didn't even rescue. Hi, GTA Soldier. I missed you there. Build bridges across stuff. That's the same thing as Unite Chain, just how many people you have determines how big the bridge is. You don't have to, you can run faster on the bridge if you've got enough people for it. Anyway, I'm just gonna run a little bit more forward. I'm gonna actually fuck it. Just like throw people and destroy it. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? There's another toilet here. That's gonna feed our people into that. I'm gonna let you know this now. There's a bottle cap for getting every toilet in the game. So even if they only give us stuff like this or money, it's still important because it's still a collectible. That's what I kind of mean when I say this game has 400 to 650 collectibles, because you have to get every toilet to get 100% of the game. Some of the toilets will give you stuff like wonderful vials, another form of collectible. So depending on how you want to count it, is really how many things there are. Anyway, speaking of obnoxious collector, I guess I'll get that one in a second. A toilet? Alright. This is a hoedown! This enemy is why buying the guts and the spring is so fucking necessary. Because it's got a big shield, right? Oh no, it's shooting explosions at us. Yeah, its shield is strong enough, any of our Unite Morphs collide with it, it'll bounce off and break. So we're in a bit of a pickle here. It turns pretty fast too. Like, we can't really get behind this thing to get some damage, and even if we could, it's not very fast. But if you got, oh come on, it hit next to me, so the explosion hit me. Fuck, that else happened. Oh, boom, boom. If you guts their missiles back, it'll blow them up. Also, if they jump on you, you can do that. Kaboing. But also, if you draw a circle around them, you can pick them up and throw them. Throwing an enemy is also another damage pointing bonus thing. Attack there. Alright. Come get me. So yeah, if you don't have guts for this, like everything they do, you can basically counter with guts, but now they don't have a shield. So now it's going to attack the shit out of them. Ah, fuck, I cancelled out of it. They drive at you. You can also reflect that with guts. Every attack they have, you can counter with guts. Every single one of them. So yeah, not having guts in the first level, there's an enemy that is, you can kill it without guts. You just have to constantly run behind it to attack its shield. It's very slow and not worth it. Oh, I'm talking so much and so excited. Anyway, obnoxious collectibles. There we go. Now you might be wondering, sure, yeah, they give you a toilet. Oh fuck, is there a... Oh god, no, there's another one. Where is it? There it is, I remember. I knew I was missing one, but I also have it written down. Okay, I just gotta flip my page because there's so many collectibles in this first level alone that it's spread across 2 pages. This game's ridiculous. Yeah, you might be wondering, how am I meant to know that that's a type of collectible? Sure, there's a toilet, but a toilet's a completely separate thing to an open fucking window. The next level sort of has a tutorial one. It doesn't explicitly mention it to you, but it does guide you into doing it. That being said, if you don't do what it suggests, then yeah. Anyway, missiles blowing up from the sky. This is where holding Y to group all your people together helps. I mean, again, only your leader can take damage, so if your teammates get hit here, doesn't really matter. If your teammates get knocked out and you don't pick them up, they will eventually get up on their own and fly back to you. It just takes a while, so in the middle of combat's not worth it. But like, if you leave people behind there and just run through the rest of the level without picking them up, you are going to get them back. You don't just leave them behind. Anyway, yeah, sometimes enemies appear outside of missions, so I'm not ranked on that. I can take damage here, and it doesn't actually affect my mission, my overall ranking at the end of the level. Only stuff that happens during actual specific missions does that. That being said, getting points on all that is still good, because all the points that you get for your combat meter translate into money. So, always good to do that. Anyway, more Unite Morph stuff that our Unite special abilities have. We can drag this stuff out. Hell yeah. There is quite a lot of these in the game, actually, in terms of stuff that your Unite Morphs can do that help you traverse the environment. It's actually really good. This game's actually got damn good level design for a Platinum game. Like for a game in general, it's still good. Like, it's not top tier or anything, but there's so many other things that's focusing on top tier. Anyway, Wonderful Steak makes you invincible. Another item that reduces your rank, so I've never used it. But yeah, just there's actual level design in this. So you gotta use your Unite Morphs to get through things. There's different environments, different like little puzzle things, or different little moments as you go through levels. It is not just a series of corridors, hallways, and battle arenas. It's actually pretty good. That is a Platinum coin. As I said, this game is the most Platinum game that they have ever made. I mean that in multiple ways. That being said, the Platinum coin is nowhere near as important. So it's still a collectible, and there's 5 in every level. You don't need a single one to get 100%. You get all 5 and you get a rare item, like the steak. And that's all they do. I'm still going to try and get them all in this playthrough, because I can, because I know where they all are. There is only one fucking guide online that says where they all are, and it's written in Japanese, so I had to use a Google Translated version of a Japanese guide to write them all for this guide. But I've done that, so, you know, I'm going to go to the effort. If I've gone to that effort, I'm going to go to the effort of actually getting them, or at least trying to. Anyway, here's your tutorial for how you use the Wonderliner to get the flower beds. It's now being introduced now. I swear, not every single episode is just going to be me explaining shit at you for the entire episode. It's just the first level, obviously. Yeah, the Wonderliner is powered by the Shurigane drive, so it does magic. The Shurigane drive is a thing in the Wonder Pendant. That's explained 2 episodes from now. These are so cute. and has the Platinum Games logo on his head, and his name is the name of the picture of the, well, the name of the logo for his Platina star, but, you know, same thing. Draw a circle around that, hell yeah. Fire Victory Torpedo, I've never used one of those either. Mission 7 is attack a bunch of people again. Yeah, you get to do your damage on them while they're like that with the fist, and then when they're stunned, fire reflected that, and when they're stunned, attack them with the sword, so you can get some good combo points in. That being said, I just kind of pull them apart with a really big one. And now we've got but now we've got a hoedown and a bunch of little mini enemies. We are going to attack the little ones, but also occasionally block the rock back. Main problem with the little dudes here is that you can reflect the bombs and they hit the little dudes instead of that thing. Because you need to fire 2 bombs back at the hoedown to actually destroy a shield. Bam! And you can throw them. You can also just attack them while they're down like that. Because, yeah, if you reflect any of their movement stuff, it'll knock them on their ass. You can still attack them while they're flipped over like that. The problem with doing so is that it does have a tendency to also still hit their shield if it's not broken. Anyway, we're still in the mission, so I'm just going to run ahead until we get to this. Because there's a tanker and it's driving into, oh no, a gas station! Exploding everywhere! Oh, but the fire station shield has fallen off. Oh shit, fire's coming to us. So jump out of the way and grab the shield. QTs in this game are really good and I'll explain why, like, at some point. But for now, grab the shield and block the fires. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, but there's a billions! This tank has fallen from the sky! What? Oh, we've got to block ourselves from that. And now get ready to block as they fall down. And here's a... Oh, shit! They've actually got shadows! They did not have shadows before. I was about to say, here's a bullshit thing. These tankers fall down, you just gotta work out where they are. No, they've actually got fucking shadows this time. They didn't have shadows to show where they were falling in the Wii U version. I'm not even fucking kidding. If you face away from where they would land as they got close to the ground, the game would go in slow-mo so you could point at and, like, face them. But straight up, there was no shadows of where they were falling in that. Anyway. Oh no, there's people over there on fire. We're gonna help them out too before I go back and get that red box. Oh yeah, just like how you can do a chain across gaps, you can also do a chain up ledges to climb stuff. Use the sword to cut that off and put out the fires. And then we can jump down and rescue the people. Yeah. The Fury of 200 Fists for recruiting 100 people, including temporary members. And platinum. That's just for 10 individual platinums on that. But I got pure platinum because I'm just that fucking good. Wonder Kung Fu, the drunken style. The Kung Pao and the drunken noodle. He's a school janitor. I'm pretty sure that's a Karate Kid reference. Is it? I don't know. It might be a reference to some other movie. Anyway, there's a red box here, so we're going to make sure we open that because there could be goodies inside. Collectible! Hey, a wonderful file. Oh yeah, when I say 400 to 650 collectibles, I'm not including these boxes. But I am obviously including the collectible that's inside the box if it's a important collectible. Sometimes it's just super, or fire victory torpedoes in there. Anyway, we go back here a little bit, and oh my god, it's a secret mission again. Unfortunately, you dropped this. Yeah, sometimes when you defeat enemies, there's a reason to it, but I'll explain it later, you'll get death jerk weapons. Hitting enemies with a death jerk weapon gives you 100 bonus points, and also some of them can just absolutely tear up fucking shop. I wasn't expecting to explain that right now. Yeah, you press the Y button to attack with those, so it's your dash attack instead. And you shake the stick. You go, oh, there we go. Got another one. Bam. They have a number of uses. It's written over there next to the gate there. Man, I just killed them all with that, so I don't even know how good my combo is going to be. No, my combo is still good. You only get 100 points for attacking it with that, so depending on how much damage it does, it might be better for combo, or it might be worse for combo. Pretty much every major enemy, so everything that isn't a Doku, has a weapon it can drop. There's actually a bottle cap for picking up all of them at some point. There's a condition for what it is for that. I'll explain that later, because I'm just overwhelming you with information right now, and I'm gonna get to it. Anyway, he's our first actual enemy. I'm not fucking joking. Well, hideouts, I guess. Most enemies in this game are this size or bigger. So this looks like a giant fucking thing to deal with right now. Yeah, it is, but this is your average enemy. So I'm just gonna reflect that, get some big attacks in there with that, and just get a fist out. Man, I'm just trying to get the fuck out of this fucker if I actually had it. Oh, I got you the stun too. So the team attack stun locks him in place. It doesn't give you the extra points though for attacking them. So then you can go fucking hog wild. And yeah, that combo was shit house. That's meant to be way more of an actual fucking fight. I kind of just tore it apart. And now here's, if you played fucking like Platinum games before, this is a get circle. It leads to a Kaku Riga. You might know them as a Muspelheim or an Appleheim or a secret mission because Devil May Cry names for it aren't secret. But it's literally what they are. They're way more similar to Alpelheims and Muspelheims or Bayonetta, where it's go inside, beat a special mission inside of a generic arena that is used for all of them, sometimes with special conditions, or sometimes just really difficult ones. There's none that are like Devil May Cry, where it's do hyper-specific like platforming challenge or anything like that. It's way more Muspelheim, Alpelheim stuff. So you draw a circle around that, and boom, it appears. Some of these are some of the hardest hidden secrets in the game. Some of them are just pure backtracking. I'm going to do this one, and there'll be 3 others that I do through the course of the game. I'm not going to do most of them, though, because I'm not good at most of them, and I think it's going to ruin the pacing of it if I try and do all of them. Yeah, if I try and do all of them, I'm just not going to be good enough at it, and I think it's going to fuck up the pacing of the thing if I try. Because I'm just... Like, this is just kill them all in 2 minutes. Some of them are just very difficult. Also, you'll notice how health up there is split in 5 segments. Health works differently in a Kaku Riga in that you have 5 hits. Doesn't matter how much damage it does to you, doesn't matter anything like that. It is purely a number of hits. How many hits you take is the important detail. Bam! Nice. Well, I'm gonna focus on you. That motherfucker over there keeps backflipping through all my shit. Oh yeah, you also know, sometimes they'll do things that look like they're winding up for their big attacks that you can, like dash, like reflect them and kill them with. Sometimes it's just them supporting what does. Oh, also, how many wonderful ones you're given is usually restricted in this. In a lot. Wow, I was 1 second short of getting pure platinum on that. Fuck you. Wow, fuck you. You get Wonderful Vigor. That's your reward for, I think, literally every Kaku Riga. On higher difficulties, the Kaku Rigas change. They're completely different reward and everything. So completing every Kaku Riga on every difficulty is required for 100%. Note, Kaku Rigas do not exist on very easy and easy. You can't even unlock them and see where they are. They will not appear in any capacity. It's only normal or higher that they'll appear. So, there is also that. But again, on normal and every difficulty higher, they offer different rewards. So you'll have to do them on all those difficulties to get 100%. Part of the reason why this game requires playthroughs. That being said, to 100% the game, you still need to do pretty much a full playthrough on very easy and easy. You don't have to do a full playthrough, but pretty, but kind of. Actually, you might need to actually. There's a bottle. There's one particular bottle cap. I can't remember if you need to actually do a full playthrough or not. I don't remember. Anyway, I'm just gonna jump up here. Gonna grab that platinum coin. There's 2 or 5 over there. I've got some people over here on this rooftop over here, and one of them lounging on the chair over there is a wonderful one, just having a fucking break. Absolutely not doing your job there. But that's fine. Wonder Patisserie, loving the oven with the sweet knuckles. Charlotte's Medici's. I'm not sure what the references are. If anyone wants to name any references to any wonderful ones and what they are throughout the course of this, let me fucking know in the comments. If you recognize one, feel free to tell me, because there's no fucking way I'm gonna know all 100 of them. Just gonna do that. There's a burning roof over there. We can't get to that for a while, but we are gonna pick up all this money that's spewing out. There's tiny little numbers that appear overhead that tell you how much they are. Each one of those is worth like 10. But yeah, I want to get all the money that I fucking can. And another mission. There we go. So I said the entire thing is in corridors and hallways. It kind of goes in phases in these levels where, like, a lot of levels, it's kind of, you'll do a set of missions in a row, and then you'll get to, like, a little bit of platforming or, like, a puzzle thing or anything like that, and then you'll get another set of missions that are pretty close to each other. In general, that's how I found it usually works. In general. Not always like that. Sometimes it's a bit more one way or the other, but, you know, in general, that's okay. And then there's some levels that just eschew all of that and go completely different directions. God, I miss also so much right now. Like, so if I did this, if I drew that circle, I could do a multi-unite, and I could do like a multi-unite for a fist or a sword to come out and do attacks with me. It would do, and it would do a full combo. It was so good at racking up damage. I mean, it still exists, it's just, you know, I've got to fucking buy it. I'm only going to be getting it piecemeal. I was about to say, it's going to be absolutely the first thing that I buy. It's not going to be the very first thing that I buy. It's going to be the second thing I buy. Oh god, I got hit. I think I canceled the guns too early and I got hit by a bullet from a dodo. Oh, okay. You did a shake-off attack. It does that shake-off attack when there's too many people in you. This attack sucks! You'll bounce off it and it goes for a really long time and does that. Also, as you'll notice with these Daidogus here, as you break them apart, they'll turn into little Lego men. Their Lego men stuff you can bounce off very easily, and also they can cause a shield on their front. This button on their back is actually super vulnerable, so you do want to go around and try and get their back when you can. Second, that is where they're super vulnerable. Fuck! I'm not used to that throw-off attack. Yeah, see, you just I think even hit the button, because you'll hit elsewhere, yeah. You'll have good options of like what to do when it's doing that attack later on, but I currently do not have them. Man, that went way worse than the previous Dogo. Oh, Daidogo, I should say. These ones are Dogos. Oh my god, stop backflipping through my attacks, you bastard. Yeah, that one was terrible. That was bad. I miss multi-unite so much. Ow. That means not spilling water all over my face so much. It all splashed up on me when I fucking I bounced against the eyes. Don't mind me, I'm just wet. Oh god. Wonderful 101, everyone. I'm getting so excited, I'm making a mess of myself. Oh god, I'm so sorry. Just don't mind me, I'm just wiping my tits down. It's fine, we're not on Twitch, so I won't get banned for it. Alright, I'm gonna jump off this bridge because I can't handle no, it was a secret. Not a suicide joke that I probably shouldn't be making because that's distasteful as all hell. Oh god. I'd restart the episode, but you know, this has been too good so far. Wonderful figure hidden in the butt. Oh, there we go, a fistful of justice. Another thing I haven't used. This one doesn't lower your score, but it's that. So when you rescue, every 10 people you rescue, so when you rescue 100 people, everyone you're rescuing says teleported straight to the Virgin Victory. Every 10 people you rescue that are sent to the Virgin Victory, so every 10 people you rescue above 100, you get a Justice Missile for. Again, I've never used one, but I don't think that one lowers your ranking. But you get it, and it does damage. At some point, we will experiment with all of them. I don't want to do that now, because I actually kind of want to get a platinum by the end of this. Is there any down here? No, it was just that one. Okay. Just gonna go through here. Gonna mark that off on there. And yep, okay. I don't think I've missed any secrets in this level. This level's jam-packed with secrets. It's not just, I don't think it's the level that has the most, but it's kind of up there. So yeah, we won't even be collecting as many things later on. Alright, so I'm just gonna grab this platinum coin here, but also before we fight them, I'm gonna pick up one of the cool wonderful ones. I'm gonna say like one of my favorite wonderful ones like 25 times in this game, by the way. Let's rock, baby! It's the Wonder Guitar with the Zack Hendry and the Death Metal Blade. Hell fucking yeah, I'm pretty sure Hendry's Hendrix. Oh god! Which I'm obviously happy with. Alright, you gonna run at me? Fucking run at me, bitch! Okay, because what we can do is I'm gonna beat up a motherfucker with another motherfucker! Oh fuck, I'm so bad at aiming that. There is a way to aim your throws, and I don't remember how to do it. But you can very much beat up a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Also, you'll notice using Guts calls and Spring as well calls in everyone to come in together. Okay, I don't know how to aim the throws, but it killed you. Oh my god, you're not even throwing shit at me. God damn, okay. So if you want to get some good points out of this, a good way to do it is to try and attack a little bit and then get a throw in. So you can sort of get the damage, get the points, and get everything like that. It's a bit difficult. Also, you'll notice our wonderful ones, if they just like wander past an enemy and you're not actively telling them to do something, they will start just beat the shit out of them with their own weapon. They will do that. They will do that for you. Me. Yeah, calling in guns calls in everyone to you unless they're preoccupied doing very specific things. Multi-unites, it'll cancel those, but it won't cancel people who are in the middle of throwing a motherfucker. Boom. There we go. Throws are good at dealing damage. Like, actually, pretty good. Oh, there's a bunch of missiles falling from the sky, and what's gonna fall down but the rock hard sports helmet. Hell yeah. Rock hard sports. It's gonna pick up this giant fucking helmet and we're gonna hide under it to protect ourselves from the missiles. Just gonna run through here, fade all of the missiles. I'm gonna go to here, and then oh no, the helmet gets destroyed. But don't walk any further than this, because there are still secrets. If we go to the left, but the helmet doesn't get destroyed if you go to the left, so it's really annoying. But also doesn't mean you have to go through this without getting hit by the explosions. There we go. God. Okay, so we go over here. I'm gonna do this, and then do this. There we go. Yeah, this game has obnoxious secrets. You'll notice when you start drawing a line around stuff you can trace for collectibles to appear, the thing will start flashing, but only if you draw a line near it. So, oh, no, that one isn't. That one, wait, where is it? Oh, no, it's on the other side. Never mind. I know what I'm doing. Across football helmet, that one. Okay. So just gonna run across here, pick up a bunch of those things. I'm gonna build a bridge across here because we did see that thing that was on flames before. It's this building over here. So here's the thing that's not explained to you right now, and I'm pretty sure the way I get this is absolute bullshit. Ooh, pardon me. Alright, get some of those. Yeah, flame doesn't get hurt by fire. And what's it called? No, that doesn't work. Okay. Easy one. Yeah, flame hand doesn't get hurt by flames. In fact, if an enemy's doing an attack that is fire-based and you pull out a hand, you don't get damage from it. It's the same with the sword and electricity. But if we draw a really big hand here, if we draw a really big hand, and we just double jump up and we just do this, eventually it'll just bullshit our way up here. I'm pretty sure you're meant to have other abilities to get up here, but that fucking works. And then you can get another wonderful one. Wonder Judo, the not so gentle way, with the black end, and a name that is in Japanese that I will butcher if I try and pronounce it. Also, Nintendo references. Where the fuck is that? Where is this? There it is. It's a hero heart fragment. It's a heart piece. Collect 4 to increase your health. It's what you know and love. Yay! Ow! See, me taking damage there doesn't actually affect my ranking, so it's fine. Oh no, I fell off a bridge again. I collect the fish again. See, there's not even any collectibles down here. But I can go current. Wait. Oh no, there isn't. But going into here will take us to the other side, but I could build a bridge. Yeah, but there's a bottle cap for going in every pipe. Hell yeah. Good in tight spaces, that's what I am. I'm pretty sure that's what the joke is, but you know, my penis is inside of a vagina or anus. Now it's not real time, so I can't really say that part of the reference. Anyway, more bullshit hidden collectibles by just feeding your line into stuff. No, there's a lot of them. There's so many things. Anyway, so it's 5 platinum coins, and yeah, I got a super wonderful noodle soup for it. You don't need them for 100% at all, but 5 of them exist in every level. For being platinum, it's amazing how not important they are. Anyway, cutscene. Aww. This couple's making out in the middle of an alien invasion while a meteor flies at them. And the guy just runs away to leave his girlfriend to die by the giant flaming fucking meteor. But it turns out the giant flaming meteor is a space scorpion! The Duckards. I have no idea what that means in terms of the Japanese word it is based on, but it's a Duckards. Here we go! Bam! There we go. So, this is an enemy that is actually a good introduction to all the difference in the guts and stuff like that. You know, assuming I don't kill beforehand. So, it has a, well, those things as well, but also, so it has a stinger, right? I'm gonna take some damage with it. Oh. So it has a stinger on there. Because your guts is a pudding, it cannot block sharp attacks. It can only reflect blunt attacks. That is a very, very important distinction, and it makes sense. Like, as you play the game, you can work out, oh yeah, that makes sense to be a blunt attack. That makes sense to be a sharp attack. And it does totally make sense. Ow. I think I just blocked that one with poor timing. Whoopsie daisies. But yeah, that's your general gist of what guts can and can't block. Is it a blunt attack? Is it a sharp attack? This thing, even though it like has kind of a pointy claw, it is still like a blunt claw. So it counts as that. There are some where it might be a bit confusing as to what it does or doesn't count as, and that was terrible for that. I'd get better scoring that with multi-unite, I'll be honest. I really only know how to get good score with it with multi-unite. Was there any here? No, there wasn't anything here. But if we backtrack a little bit It's Kamiya's favorite scene. It's a woman being a dom on a guy. But also, if we recruit them, they're part of our team, but we just rescue them instead. But we get a bottle cap and take it out on the other guys. So yeah, okay. There is something here, it turns out. I don't know what is here. I can't pick it up. Okay. There is something there. But I can't grab it. Alright then. I just gotta throw my people at everything. And that's the end of the level there. But I can always... Oh, no, I missed a carrot. And there's a wonderful mark. Yeah, the wonderful marks are a real thing. They're at the end of your levels. And that is a level. And that is a platinum with way too many golds in there. How good I should be at this game. But that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. Holy shit, that was an hour. It's fine. Enemy weapon held failed. Also, if you grab an enemy weapon, you don't get the mystery bonus. Is that what that means? Oh, I'm gonna grab them. Again, there's a bottle cap for grabbing all of them. Also, that is bonus point. Okay. That's weird. Okay. I think it would be grab it. You're gonna have to go out of your way to make them appear, unless you make them appear by accident. Again, that's a mechanic I'll explain later. I swear not every level's gonna be an hour long. Although I imagine a lot of them will be. Man, a lot of collectibles in a level, a lot of mechanics that I have to explain there. I figure there's a lot going on in this game, and I'm not even fucking close to explaining everything. But I think I got a general gist of like general gameplay stuff. Hopefully if you watch just that video and you plan on playing the game, hopefully there's enough information there of little things that might help you out. When you first start playing this game, just drawing the different shapes to get a control of that can like be difficult enough as it is, and then you got to get a handle on like which ones do which different things, and then just managing your team and the meter, and just which attacks the block, which attacks the guts, which attacks you can flame so you can block them with a fist, and things like that. And it's just, there's a lot to grasp. Oh my god, I'm on 274,000. I could almost afford Speedliner, but I can't. Right? Fuck. I could buy some of the other cheaper stuff, but I'm not going to. I'm getting Speedliner. It makes the line so much faster. Look at this fucking shit. It might make it more overwhelming to watch, but I can't stand playing this game without Speedliner because I'm so used to it. And I missed it by a little bit. If I got better rankings, probably could have gotten it, because I think the difference between a gold and a pure platinum ranking is like 5,000. I probably... Fuck. Damn it. Oh well. Cool. Won't worry about any of that for the time being. I'll go into the menu for a second. Just another quick thing to explain. So there's all your things. That is people from work calling me, and I didn't put my phone on silent. I'm not answering that. You already wanted me to say back at work today, so I don't have to just listen to Rules of Nature while it's playing. It's platinum accounts. So, yeah, here's your Gethjerk files. There's like the little things of the different enemies. We'll read through all of those in a separate video. Here's your character files on the people. That's what the files are. Our wonderful figures are little bottle cap figures of all the different people. So we go in there and they appear on the gamepad there. You can't rotate them or really do anything with them. They're just there. I don't really get the point of them as a collectible. It's a bit weird. This shit, I'm going to explain this now. So, you'll see our mixing list over on the right here. I'm thinking like where I'm putting whatever. They're on the right here. So, all your green ones are your peppers, yellow ones are your carrots, purple ones are your eggplants, and then you got some over there that require like a bunch of all of them. Well, actually, eggplant requires a bunch of all of them. So, like, if I put in, say, 10 of those, I can mix that, and it's a small, wonderful noodle soup to go. If I mix like 20 of them, I'll get that and everything like that. And you mix your carrots, and you get your cakes to go. I can make some steaks. The second one down is a parfait that makes your, well, like, steak is health is invincible. Purple, parfait, the second one down on the far right is, I think it's Unite gauge doesn't deplete. The one that's 10 of everything is a shocking red. It's basically the same as shocking pink from Beautiful Joe, I think. Again, I've never used it. Fire Victory Torpedo, Thunder Victory Torpedo. Fuck all of that. Do not craft anything on this list. That is not the thing at the very bottom. That requires 30 of peppers, carrots, and eggplants. Do not craft a single thing unless it is that credit card. Why? Because what the credit card lets you do is buy an item from the shop for free. It is so good. there is stuff in the shop that costs like 800,000. The very first credit card I get, which might be by the end of the next level, I don't remember how many eggplants are in the next level, because I don't remember how many are in all of the levels for anything. But the first thing I'm going to buy with that is 800,000. And you can make as many credit cards as you want, as long as you've got the peppers, carrots, and eggplants to do it. That is why collecting peppers, eggplants, and carrots is so important, because it gets you an item for free. And some of the expensive items are really fucking good, obviously. Also, don't use a credit card on anything, unless it is the current most expensive thing that you are able to buy, because it just saves money that way. There might be like one or two where they're not 800,000, but they're 600,000. That might be worth buying instead of the 800,000 thing. But hey, that's what your peppers, carrots, and eggplants are for. They're really important for those specific things. I don't think there's anything else I need to explain for this episode, other than just, this music is so good. Sorry. Oh, that's gonna be the outro music for many of the videos, so I don't want to spam it all day at you. This LP might be a bit of a mess, and I'm aware of that, and it might be just overly explaining on stuff, but I feel like I just need to explain so much about this game because it is so complicated, but also just, I love this game so much that I want to explain everything because there is so much going on, and I just gush talking about it because so many of its mechanics and systems and everything like that are just so fun to play with, and so fun to do everything with, and it's just, there will be certain episodes that are way more hype focused of just like, fuck yeah. And there'll be certain episodes that are just more combat focused of me just getting in there and doing good combat and trying to be good at that. But yeah, not every episode should be as complex for me explaining mechanics as what this first one is. And I apologize if it's weird to watch. It hopefully is still entertaining. I hope just me being this happy and just gushing about shit is like enough to make up for that, but I also have no idea how much that gushing comes across on those earlier videos, like the explaining part of this video, because I don't fucking know. I go back and watch my videos sometimes and I'm just like, is that what my reaction was like to that? I thought I did it differently. And this whole face cam shit that I've got going on, I'll think I'm doing one facial expression when I do it, and then I go back and watch that and I'm just like, wait, that's the face that I pulled? What the fuck? I thought I was like completely different with my facial expression there. What the shit? And it just confuses me. Anyway, I don't think I saved it, so I'm gonna save it. So next episode is Operation 001B. There's like general operations that are divided into 1, 2, 3, etc. And then inside of that, there's multiple levels that are lettered A, B, etc. So that's the general thing of that. It's part of the reason why this game is paced so fucking perfectly. But it's something we'll get into later because it doesn't become apparent until later on how perfectly paced this game is. Until later, obviously, because we're the second video in and first real level in. So yeah, next episode is 001B, Blossom City Outskirts. So until then, this is version 2. Signing out.